All right, At Your Leisure fans, it's time to grab your bikes and your helmets because this week we are taking you on a bike ride with our friends from Jorgensen's through beautiful Bryce Canyon Country.
After that, we're taking you out for an exciting day of fly fishing, and you will definitely want to check this place out for yourself.
Then, Reece takes us to the Lee K gun range to introduce us to a prodigy in the trap shooting world. And you won't believe how old he is. It's all happening right now on At Your Leisure. Okay, I think I got my legs in shape, but more importantly, the batteries are fully charged.
I hope they're fully charged.
They are. Hi, everybody. Welcome to At Your Leisure. I'm Chad Booth.
I'm Rhea Rossi Booth.
And I'm Gina Mortensen.
I'm Kevin. I'm with her.
And we are down here at Bryce Canyon. We're going to ride the paved trail system down here today with all of our friends from Jorgensen's. We got everybody who's anybody in central Utah on this ride today, and we're going to have a blast.
Boy, and it's a beautiful day.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
As soon as I warm up, I'm going to be ready.
Yeah, well, as soon as you get on that bike, and start burning some calories.
Well, if you need to get warmer, Gina, you just turn down the electrical assist a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay?
You can rent these bikes here.
Yeah, you can. These are
great.
Comos, actually, and this is a brand that Jorgensen's carries up at their store. So if they break down, we got somebody who can fix them, because Devin's here.
Finally,
good.
guys like me can see the park.
They supply the bikes for Bryce Canyon. They supply these bikes.
Right, so we're actually going to hop on the bikes. You know, part of the trail system down here is dirt, but for people who like road biking, you can spend a couple of days going into the park, down Red Canyon. There's an entire network of paved, specified, dedicated bike trails. So this is going to be great.
This is going to be a good day.
All right, let's start burning some rubber.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right, let's check it out.
What we're doing today is we're starting at Ruby's Inn and we're riding down to the bottom of Red Canyon and then back up on our road bikes. It's gonna be pretty flat for the first part, and then we get into some hills and some awesome scenery down towards the bottom. There's big red cliffs, awesome views. It's fun to get out here and ride with people that do the same thing that we do. This is what we do for a living and all day long, and we love it and they love it, so we just all do it together.
We want to create an atmosphere of fun. We don't want to have any people that get dropped from the rides, so we all try to stay together as much as possible. It's more about just getting together and getting some fitness and some exercise and talking to each other and having a good time.
I love having the support of Jorgensen's while I'm riding and doing what I love.
The ride today has been fantastic. It started out a little chilly this morning. As the day drug on, it's been nice and sunny. The temperatures came up a little bit. We've been shedding layers as we've been going, so overall it's been a really nice day.
I love the Red Rock scenery and going on the Red Rock. Red
Canyon's a blast. It's downhill the whole way, so it's just a race to get to the bottom, and you're riding with your friends. Yeah, it's a good time.
Well, this hasn't been too bad, you know.
Wow, that was a good ride.
That's beautiful. We're not even done yet.
Yeah, really, no kidding. Well, we need to make way for the rest of the group.
That
We're
was
going to sit
fun.
here and talk for a second.
Here they come.
All right.
So, what do you think of the crowd we're riding with today? Hasn't this been fun?
Man, these people are great.
They're awesome. I
They
love
really
it.
know what they're doing.
I'm telling you, they are outdoor everything, Jorgensen's.
Oh.
They do everything outdoors.
And they
Love
have
Dennis
everything
and
outdoors.
Kelly.
If you haven't been
Yes.
to their store,
Yes.
I know, that's the most amazing thing. It's not just ATVs, but they got campers, they got trucks to pull your trailers with, they got guns, they've got
there's not anything you
mountain
can't
bikes.
get there.
In
That's
fact,
the truth.
I'm convinced they're probably one of the biggest mountain bike or bike dealers in the state.
I'd be surprised if they weren't.
Oh
Yeah.
man, their bikes are sweet.
So what did you think of the ride? What was your favorite part?
The assist.
Look, these bikes have batteries.
Yeah, you little weakling. Look at you, you're such a
And
powerhouse.
how about this scenery today? Mother Nature was kind to us.
Yeah,
really was.
the white of the
Spectacular.
clouds, the blue of the skies, the green and the red,
And
just
that red rock.
phenomenal.
But really,
unreal.
the scenery propels me into like going around the next corner. I mean, it is so inspirational, and the adrenaline. I mean, it's like it's hard to describe.
There's a reason why people come from all over the world to ride this trail.
Yep,
And-
that's true.
And to be completely honest with you, I've seen these paved roads. There's some over by Ridgefield where you guys live that go down towards Marysville.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, okay, that's kind of hokey. But now that I've actually been out and ridden on one, I'm going, this is really cool.
It's really nice. You can get out and see some stuff.
It really is beautiful.
Look, we'll be right back with our ride with the Jorgensens through Red Canyon by Bryce Canyon. But first, we'll go to our where to.
Friends come and go throughout our lives, and it's easy to lose contact with those who were once so close. But for some groups of friends, no matter where life takes them, the group holds strong through the passing years. This is how it is for Rob and his high school buddies. For over 40 years, they have stayed in contact with each other, each living their own respective lives, yet they still keep their friendship strong. They do this by setting aside one weekend a year for a fishing trip. Just the boys, the fishing lines, and great stories to tell at Falcons Ledge.
Well, about 15 years ago, I decided it'd be fun to get together with my buddies from high school. They all thought it'd be a great idea. Decided to go fishing. And Craig, our buddy, had a membership here at Falcons Ledge, and we decided to come over here. And every year since we've came for 15 years, and we just have a blast. It's just good to get out and experience nature, and this is just beautiful scenery, and we love to fish, and most tell stories, just enjoy each other's company.
All of us love to fish, but it's like most fishing outings, it's an opportunity really to just spend time together and catch up and talk about each other's lives and what's happening, and really just think about how far we've come. I mean, we've been together for so long, we've been through a lot of things, and we want to continue this friendship, and this is just the time to really do that.
Falcons Ledge is the perfect backdrop for Rob and his friends' weekend getaway. With lakes to fish, lodging for a place to catch up, and the necessary distance to really get themselves away from the hustle of everyday life.
Falcons Ledge Lodge is located in a 600-acre private canyon just north of Duchesne, Utah. It has 8 private lakes in the canyon and a beautiful 9-bedroom lodge that can accommodate any size of group, and has great privacy in the canyon and lots of outdoor activities for groups to do.
Fly fishing is one of the main attractions of the canyons, with 8 private lakes to choose from. For Rob and his friends, the fish were taking the bait, and as the guys were catching the fish, they also started catching a bit of competitive spirit.
Caught about 10 fish so far. Been fishing for a couple hours, but just caught a real nice 4-pound brown. The fun thing I like about here is you can catch rainbow, some tiger trout, and of course the brown trout.
There is a special atmosphere around Falcons Lodge due to its seclusion and lack of cell phone service. You can really get away from all of the distractions and connect with those around you.
It's one thing I really like about here, the cell service is terrible. And here we get one day off where we can just focus on catching fish and laughing and talking, and I think that's important.
To be able to have just a few hours to be away from some of the distractions and responsibilities that you have, and just to really catch up and have each other's attention is really has been something special that we've enjoyed as friends.
It's a way to be secluded. There's not a lot of other people around, and that's what I really like about Falcons Ledge in this area is you don't see many people, and we look forward to coming here for many more years to come, hopefully.
The lodge at Falcons Ledge is open year-round just outside Duchesne and has accommodations for small groups or big gatherings. It's a great place to get away and reconnect with those around you. For At Your Leisure, I'm Joe Davis.
Hi, I'm Nolan Stedman.
And I'm Bruce Stedman.
We've been selling motorcycles like this since 1960.
Motorcycle has been part of our family forever.
We love riding and enjoying the outdoors, everything that Utah has to offer.
Riding motorcycles, snowmobiles, ATVs, and now side-by-sides. That's what we do, it's who we are.
Stedman's Recreation in Tooele. We've been proudly serving Utah's families for over 50 years. Stedman's Recreation in Tooele. You may think it's 300 miles out there, but remember, it's only 30 back.
Give us the work no one else wants to do. We don't just go against the grain, we grow it. Give us the frontiers, the places where success is measured and pushed limits. Give us the middle of nowhere, where the only map is your buddy's tread marks. This life, no one's born ready for it.
And we will see you next week on the County Seat.
This week's What's New segment is brought to you by Tunex. Towing season is upon us. We can get your truck and trailer ready for towing.
Talk about a trip down memory lane. Hi everybody, welcome back to At Your Leisure for our product review for Paris RV. We are taking a look at the Whitewater Retro. It's by Riverside. And I tell you what, this reminds me of my first trailer, the one our family had when I was just a kid. It was like a 16-foot jet. Looked a lot like this. I love these sleek, curved lines of these old rigs, except unlike the old ones, these have got a whole bunch of modern upgrades. So let's take a look at this nice retro look. They've upgraded the finishes. They last a lot longer. They've got an awning on this, which you used not to have on trailers. This one's electric. It's got stripes on it. And check out the moon hubcaps. Is that nostalgia or what? And while the 179 SE might look real retro, they're not built the same way. It used to be the old trailers were like a 1x1 or a 2x2 wood framing. They had a plywood on the outside with an aluminum covering over it, no insulation, and then paneling on the inside. Well, that's all changed now. They've got polymer paints that make the finish last for years and years and years. And they actually have all of the construction walls much stronger and quieter, sandwiched with insulation throughout. But here's the cool part, and this is what really sells this unit. What do you think an old trailer should look like inside? Get ready to step back to the 1940s. Isn't this cozy? Take a look at this. This is so much like the nostalgia of the old 30s and 40s trailers. I mean, we're going back 50, 60 years. You've got the black and white checkered flooring, all wood paneling throughout. You have a dinette that's convertible for one bed up here for a guest, and then you have a big bed in the back, and that's pretty much it. It's, after all, only an 18-foot trailer. However, with all the insulation that comes in the new models, totally quiet. So let's click off some of the upgrades that make this unlike an old trailer from the 50s. Okay, it's got air conditioning. You have a stereo system and a TV, some extra storage, and then of course a small kitchen with a microwave, stove, sink. However, our bathroom never had hot and cold running water, nor did it have a shower. This one does. Okay, so I know you're thinking, I got all this retro cool, but I got to pull it with a new vehicle. Well, no you don't. If you actually have a classic, a 50s or 60s car with the heavy frame and the V8, this only weighs 3,500 pounds, which means it's within the towing capacity range of those old V8 cars. So you could very easily hook it up to your 55 Chevy Nomad and take it on your next adventure for you, and it would tow all day long. So pack up for your trip down memory lane. That's our product review for Paris RV. You want to check this out, run down to their place on State Street in Murray, Utah. We will be back with more At Your Leisure in just a minute.
Kawasaki Mule side-by-sides are some of the toughest machines around. Work hard or play hard. With the new Mule Pro MX, you don't have to choose. It's about having the right machine to fit the way you live. And it's about strength. The all-new Mule Pro MX, the strongest, because I said so.
I promised my son that if he got straight A's, the two of us would take a guy's trip. We were riding on the Lincoln Loop Trail outside Minersville, Utah. There was so much to explore, and the trail just kept climbing higher, right to the very top of a mountain called Jack's Peak. We just stood for a while, taking in the whole world below. On the way back to camp, My son turned to me and said, "I love you, Dad." Then suddenly it hit me. This wasn't just another camping trip.
RVing is the only way to go, and Paris RV would like to introduce to you their high-quality line of Lance campers and trailers. Since 1965, Lance has been committed to building campers and trailers that are second to none in quality, reliability, safety, and craftsmanship, and are considered to be best in class. Camping is about family, friends, and enjoying the outdoors. Come down and see us and our new line of Lance RVs at Paris RV's South location at 5545 South State or online at parisrv.com.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We are in Red Canyon, and we're a little bit behind the group because we just had to stop and brag about these bikes.
These are amazing.
These are a lot of fun. So all four of us are on a bike built by Specialized. It's called the Como, and it is an electric assisted bike. And so you've heard of e-bikes. Well, they're not like motorcycles. You actually have to pedal them. What do you think about them?
You know, it was way more than what I expected. When they told us we were going to ride 27 miles today, I thought I was going to die. But when you get on these things and you kick on that electric assist, you can feel that take you. A lot of people can't ride 20 miles, which means they can't see this.
Right, and it takes the fear out of, I could never make that 20 miles.
With this bike, they can jump on it and they can go.
Yep.
So basically, a medium weight, 9-speed bicycle. They've got a very standard shifter on this side with up and down gears, and so you just click through your gears. There's a display here, 1 through 9, so it's almost a 10-speed by itself. And then you have this little button on this side, and that gives you your turbo boost or your electric assist, and you can either shut it off completely, which I tried to do as much as I could. Did you ride without him at all today?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Her more than me, but yeah.
I have a lot of battery left.
You do. You're a little powerhouse. She just cruised on that thing.
Battery or bike battery?
I have a lot of bike battery left. I used it a little bit for mountains and the hills, but it wasn't necessary even for someone like me, but it absolutely made it so I could kind of keep up with those professionals out there.
There were some pros today.
There was definitely some
You
good
know what?
bikers.
They had their $10,000 bikes, and we'd hit those hills, and I would kick that boost up, and I would fly right past them.
I know.
And I'm not a bike
They were
rider.
not heavy either.
No, they weren't. They were
not
cheating. You're
Yeah,
cheating, they'd
we
say.
did. We cheated, and it felt really good.
I actually asked Dennis how many of these he had on the showroom floor, and he said a plethora. So there's plenty of them there.
Indeed, there are, I'm sure. But, he'll ship them to you, too. You don't have to just be from Utah to get one of these babies there.
True.
Well, what do you think, Gina?
I think we need to catch up with the rest of the group, but for the rest of you, you're going to go to Hour Along the Way.
I'm Reece at your leisure at the Lee K Gun Range, where one of the best trap shooters in the country is teaching the old folks some new tricks. Old because he's only 14.
I'm pretty good, I guess.
He's a 4-time ATA All-American. Last year he ranked 6th in the nation.
I hold 3 national records.
He's a pretty determined young man, and he likes to win.
On this day, the Riverton 8th grader is passing on some of his success secrets to fellow shooters at a free clinic at the Lee K Gun Range.
I like to hold about 6 inches high. So if that's a 6-inch mark, I would hold more right there. I'm just gonna tell them you gotta be on the target before you shoot, and you just gotta make sure you're 100% focused and taking it as serious as possible, and your scores will excess greatly.
Oh!
Nice.
Oh!
There you go. You gotta have your gun down right about there.
All right.
Okay?
Ball.
Just over it. This game's a mind game. It plays with your head so hard it's not even funny. There you go. Pretty much just solid concentration. You just got to be dead focused out there. And if you get lazy, you're gonna miss. So you gotta make sure you only got 100 shots in an event. So you just gotta
that 45 minutes, you got to make sure that you're putting your effort in every single one of those. If your elbows are down, it makes it so you swing with your back instead of your hips.
Okay.
So you swing with your back and your knees instead of your hips, where if your elbows are up, you just swing with your hips. And it makes it so you can be a lot smoother and be more even with the target.
Okay.
Just make sure you get them elbows up. Yeah, both of them.
Okay.
There you go.
Often his tips pay off.
Pull. Actually, I got a really good tip from Grayson on how to shoot a little better, hold my elbows a little higher and swing a little better. And just some of the technique to trap shooting was good to know because I've never done trap shooting itself before.
12. I love how exact it is. I love how Grayson said, you know, if you want to get good, you just really have to concentrate and just like really be in tune and focused. I love that. It's such a skill and a lot of people don't have it, and I just love being able to practice that skill.
This 8th grader sees shooting as the key to his future, including college.
The college I'm looking to go to is Midland University. That's in Nebraska, and that they go to about 15 shoots a year, and they hold one of the strongest shooting teams in the United States, and that's where I'd like to go. I can get a full ride shooting scholarship there.
And yes, Grayson knows trap shooting is an Olympic sport.
He just loves shooting. He always has, and every spare minute he wants to be out here on either teaching somebody or making a new friend or shooting.
These old folks have no problem with taking advice from an 8th grader.
Oh my gosh, he's amazing. He told me how to put my face down, and this gun was a little too big, so I tried another gun and I got one. Yay! I was so excited, it was cool.
Reece Stein at your leisure along the way at the Lee K Gun Range.
What is it that gets us out here to the middle of nowhere? What makes us choose the sweltering heat instead of our air-conditioned homes and swimming pools? Usually, it's just some friendly trash talk. And we wouldn't have it any other way.
There's a little place on a Utah map where I was raised, where my heart's at, where the sagebrush grows wild and high, and the stars come out at night. Oh, there ain't nothing like being raised in the basin with a Ute reservation, skiing starvation, that Duchesne County life.
You have the right machine, the best tires, and top-of-the-line gear to make it over the top and beyond. Make sure that you have the best fuel money can buy, too. Clear 91 ethanol-free from Eagles Landing, specially formulated for today's high-performance off-road engines. It's gas strong enough to stand up to any challenge and any warranty. Clear 91 protects your internal engine parts and keeps years longer than ethanol blends. So go out of your way to stock up on Clear 91 ethanol-free at Eagles Landing with 4 locations along I-50.
Aha!
Hey!
We made it. Welcome back to e-bike. Welcome back to At Your Leisure.
These guys are doing, this is real deal. Here, we had the e-bike.
That's right. You know, when you are on an e-bike, you always win. But for people like Kelly Jorgensen, Dennis's wife, and Shiloh Cyrick, who lives here year-round, this is like a way of life for you guys. That's why you're in shape.
You bet.
Yeah.
If we practice with e-bikes for enough years, will we get in
You'll
shape?
catch up for sure.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Just a note about Shiloh. He also, being one of the direct descendants of Ruby herself, he also happens to be the mayor of Bryce Canyon City right now. How did you come to be mayor?
by default, I think.
Oh.
Do they knock on your door and say it's your turn?
When brother-in-law left, I was next up in line. So.
I see, that's how that works. So Kelly, if anybody's ever been to Jorgensen's, they know how busy all you guys work. Your husband, your brother-in-law, they're just always there all the time. How do you get them out to do stuff like that?
And kids.
Kids.
Yeah, the whole gang is there. So, you know, we can always get them out if you say adventure. If you say adventure, they're all in. Yeah. Every time.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Then that's what we're all about.
Yes.
Well, so I do want to ask you a question, Shiloh.
Yeah.
Is this just a seasonal resort down here?
No, we're year-round. We're open all winter, even when there's snow on the ground.
And there are always things to do?
Always things to do.
So can we go biking and ATVing?
You can do that all 8 or 9 months out of the year. As long as there's not snow on the ground, we're going to offer it.
And then you got skis and snowmobiles for that.
Snow comes and the cold comes, we got snow skiing, cross-country skiing, and ice skating.
All right, this sounds like this.
And you're the one that needs to take us out for that.
That would be so much fun. Would love to.
All right, there you go.
Yes.
Great, folks.
Well, we've got some business to tend to. We've got adventure for you because somebody right now is going to be our weekly sticker winner.
This week's contest winner is Carolyn Thompson, who submitted this picture to Facebook. Congratulations, Carolyn. You're the winner of a $400 RiFab gift certificate.
And you're also going to win a $100 gas and gift card to Eagles Landing, which is the only place to get that real 91 octane ethanol-free fuel.
Make sure to call us on Monday at 801-947-8888 to claim the prize. Now, let's take a look at our calendar of events.
June 15th, we will be at the Carl Malone UTV event at Daniels Summit. Bring your UTV. There's going to be a show and shine, and the big guy will probably be there. Maybe he'll even take us on a ride.
That same day, we will also be taking part in the Paiute Trail Adventure Series for the Papa Bear Run down in Marysvale. Now let's check out next week's show.
Next week, we're headed back in time to Traders Row to try out the Mountain Man lifestyle at the Mountain Man Rendezvous held in Fremont Indian State Park.
After that, the crew at Polaris Can-Am World in Mesquite is taking us out to find our little slice of heaven in the heat of the desert.
Then we'll find out how professional skateboarders have fun down on the Slick Rock in Moab.
Next week's show looks great.
It does.
It does. We're so excited about it. Hey, it was fun hanging out with you guys. Really
Thanks
fun
for having
hanging
us.
out with the Jorgensens.
Absolutely.
We want to give a shout out to ATV Tours down here at Bryce Canyon, because if you don't have a mountain bike and you want to try an e-bike, you can come down here and rent one. They've also got side-by-sides and ATVs and razors, so you can come out and really discover this beautiful country here in Garfield County.
Indeed.
And they've got hundreds of bikes out here, so no shortage.
That's true. We've got hardtails, and they've got a couple of full suspension, I see, and a bunch of e-bikes.
Yeah.
So are you going to get bikes now?
I don't know. We're going to have to look into it. We'll be by to see Dennis.
Well, you know, like we say every week, there is adventure around every band.
You just got to get out there and create your own adventure.
At your leisure. We'll see you next week.
Let's go biking.
No, let's go to dinner. Dennis said he'd buy us dinner. Come on.